In Jordan, Iman was shot dead, took a bullet to the head in between classes. After her university exam came a question she couldn't answer, and she never cheated. Didn't expect that he would bring a gun as a threat or that he wouldn't shoot to miss. She was supposedly his beloved, but when he asked her to be his wife, she said, "I'm sorry, but you're not the love of my life." He aimed. That can't be right. 5 shots, a bullet fired for each time she had shot him down. Bang. He finally got her. Inspired by another, a few days prior, not too far from Cairo, Nayera was stabbed by the boy who wanted to be more than friends, loved her to death, so he slit her throat on her college campus. A crime of passion? And what of justice? Behold, toxic masculine dominance. I'd call them terrorists, but don't tell me it's the Middle East, sis. What do you expect? Because this happens in the UK, the United States, Pakistan, El Salvador, Germany, and Japan, Austria, India, Lithuania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Switzerland, everywhere. It happens everywhere. And the year is 2022. And in America, we've had a woman run for president, woohoo, though she never wins, so we've settled for second in command. Hey, at least we have a foot in. Yet Roe versus Wade was overturned 40 years after this women's freedom was hard-earned, a monumental 2 steps back. By the way, the Violence Against Women's Act expired in 2018 and has yet to be reauthorized by Congress. So what does this mean? This means your body is his to take. This means do it or he'll make you. This means she was asking for it. Rape, his gaze, a shot to the head, bitch, cunt, snake, slut, whore. You don't want this? What good are you for? Am I being too extreme? You tell me, what does it mean when half the global population, most women, most places, do not feel comfortable enough to make it home in the dark alone? Weapons in our hair clips, our keychains, our bracelets. Are we being paranoid, deranged, or just playing it safe? You know, the sad truth is that a woman is less likely to be raped by a stranger than by a family member. Same goes for murder. It's called femicide, and it is the leading cause of premature deaths of women worldwide. On average, 66,000 women are killed each year by men they knew and trusted, dearest uncle, father, brother. More than half of those women are killed by an ex or current husband, boyfriend, or lover. Death by domestic abuse or unsafe elective abortion. It's all the same sexual politics, violence against women, suffocate the baby girls, infanticide, incest, misogynist silence, or else honor, kill her for his pride. Good girl stays quiet and pays the price, but how could an object object to being objectified? Bride maimed for her dowry, acid attacks for her beauty, exploitation of her body for his pleasure, sex slavery, female genital mutilation, breasts ironed, cyber bullied, stalking, sterilization, sex worker strangulation, hate crimes towards the transgender, accused of witchcraft, burned at the stake. Yes, in this day and age. So what is it going to take for us to wake up? Because violence towards women is violence towards our true nature. Nothing is separated. Mother Earth is every mother. It's time to end the patriarchal ideology which dominates the other, dismantle the colonial fascist white supremacy. The feminine is wild. It is not to be tamed or reviled. The feminine is life force, no devil in disguise, no tempting snake, not forged of Adam's rib. She is the source, creatrix. And as long as to fuck alludes to both sex and violence, oppression and domination will be at the core of our relations. Male chauvinist power struggles. So shed the masculinity and feel what it is to be vulnerable, to feel reverence for the feminine, universal other, especially Black, Indigenous, and women of color. Keepers of the deep knowing, that which senses with intuition. If you need to see it to believe it, then watch as she births new life, bleeds monthly, and does not die. She is godlike. And true masculine power does not seek to conquer, it surrenders to the divine. So if you want justice for these murdered women, named and unnamed, if you want justice for the thousands of women martyred before them, if you want femicide to end today, then your job is to make the women around you feel safe, feel heard, feel invited to take up space in this world, witness her rightful rage, and then be part of the change. Because violence starts at home with verbal, physical, and emotional abuse. It starts with you. So to accept her true sovereignty is to accept no without negotiation. Forget outdated cultural traditions, advocate for her rights, power, and education. Petition for her equal pay, her bodily autonomy. Don't you dare tell her what she can or can't wear or say. Acknowledge her concerns and frustrations about being threatened, beaten, or intimidated, or treated as a second-class citizen. Persecute the perpetrators. Elect more women to government for proper representation. Watch these changes transform the world we live in to be a better place for all boys and girls. Because by the time that I have shared this poem, another woman has been murdered. Enough is enough of violence, threats, and intimidation. Men, you have the information. Now take responsibility for this situation.